Hairstyling is a practice that goes back thousands of years, with the earliest hairstyling tool, the comb, dating back to more than 5,000 years ago.
There have been constant innovations in the way people style their hair, from actual methods to user convenience and finding ways to mitigate heat damage.
This video will outline the history of hairstyling, current trends, and future innovations. The first heat styling tools emerged around the mid to late 1800s. These included the inventions of the hair curler, hot comb, and earliest ancestor of the blow dryer. The hair curler made its first appearance in 1872, but wasn't patented until 1905. At the time, curling irons were considered a luxury that only the rich could afford. Around the similar time, the first generation of hair straighteners came into existence in the form of a hot comb, which is a comb with metal teeth. As electricity was not in use during this time, the styling tools were heated over an external heat source such as a stove or gas burner. In 1888, a French hairstylist inventor patented the first hairdryer. The contraption was to be hooked up to any suitable form of heater, which would send hot air through a pipe to a dome surrounding the person's head. However, this product struggled to diffuse into the overall market as it was clunky and provided inconsistent results.
In 1909, Isaac Giro patented the second generation of hair straightener, which was composed of two flat irons that were manually heated and pressed together to flatten the hair. Shortly after, a model of the straightening iron that more closely resembles the modern flat iron came out, which had two plates to clamp the hair between. In the 1920s, the use of hairdryers became more widespread as handheld electric hairdryers were made available for at-home use. The design had some flaws, being rather heavy as they were made of metal and ran the risk of overheating and electrocution. Throughout this time period, the curling iron remained relatively unchanged until the late 1950s.
In 1951, a better version of the first hair drying contraption was developed. The bonnet dryer worked by having the dryer, usually placed in a small portable box, connected to a tube that went into the bonnet that could be placed on top of a person's head. This worked by giving an even amount of heat to the whole head at once. In 1959, the first electric curling iron was patented. Hair curlers were no longer a luxury that only the rich could afford. Additionally, more barrel sizes were added to give people more options and variety in how they styled their hair. In the 1960s, important changes to the handheld hairdryer were made. The material used was changed to plastic so that it is more lightweight, and better electrical motors were implemented. In 1972, the modern crimping iron was invented. This style peaked in mainstream popularity during the mid-1980s. After the big hair trend of the 1980s ended, people were once again supporting the smooth and straight look. Beauty companies caught on to this trend and began marketing products specifically designed to straighten hair.
This technology stayed relatively the same well into the 2000s, with changes being made to the type of materials used and adding additional heat controls. For example, iron had been replaced with ceramic or coated in titanium or gold. Temperature selectors also allowed for adjustments in the amount of heat output, which is a feature that aims to protect fragile hair. A more recent innovation is the ceramic hair straightener brush that was patented in 2013. This device worked by heating up the bristles to simultaneously dry and straighten hair as the user brushes it.
Dyson is a technology company that was largely known for specializing in household appliances such as vacuums, fans, and heaters. Dyson engineers first looked to get into hairstyling in 2012, investing €50 million into creating their first ever hair tool, the supersonic hairdryer.
This routine innovation, built on Dyson's airflow engineering competencies, became extremely successful. Unlike other blow dryers that use fan blades to draw air, Dyson used its proprietary air multiplier technology, a digital motor, and intelligent heat control to dry hair faster and with less damage.
Their next product, which released and sold out almost immediately in 2018, was the Dyson Airwrap, which is a multi-use styling tool that combines a hairdryer and curling iron into one product.
Dyson's engineers took advantage of an aerodynamic phenomenon called the Coanda effect to create a spinning vortex of air that causes the hair to wrap itself around the barrel. This allows users to maintain healthier hair and protect against excessive heat damage by removing direct contact with the heat source. Dyson's latest product, which released in 2020, was an innovation in hair straightening technology. The Dyson Corral is the only straightener of its kind to use copper plates that flex around the hair to gather it, which allows for more control but with less heat and half the damage. Additionally, it is equipped with a battery that allows it to be used cordless.
Shown is an S-curve that highlights the major trends and changes throughout the history of hairstyling. This industry is being revolutionized by developments in technology and engineering practices. In the future, hairstyling tools will most likely take a cordless direction and continue to innovate technology that reduces the effect of heat damage on hair. For business managers looking to get into this industry just like Dyson did, firms must be willing to invest heavily in research and development to create innovative products that predict customer needs.